we spend so much time hating ourselves for not looking like people it would probably be impossible to look like, because even them amazing, stunning people on the front covers of magazines that are really skinny and wearing tiny bikinis and got an amazing tan, beautiful, even them images have been edited, but even them tiny size 0 people get edited down on Photoshop so they look even skinnier. Wanting to look like them is just, it's never really going to be possible. So the sooner you just accept the way you are and learn to love it, because you should, then the sooner that you'll just be happier. You don't have to be size 0 to be beautiful. If you are skinny, great, doesn't matter. If you're a bit curvy, don't matter. As long as you're healthy, you're fine. In like the 1950s, pretty much any time up until then, it was quite fashionable to sort of be curvy, you know, a bit on the larger side. In like the 1800s, for example, then it basically just showed that you had enough money to have dinner, which was good. It did show wealth, whereas now, if you're on a magazine and you're stick thin, then that shows that you've got enough money for a personal trainer, and then that gets imprinted into our brain that, okay, so if I'm skinny, maybe I'll be like them. And it goes with like the whole like pasty and tan thing. You had a tan in like the 1700s, well, that just basically showed that you worked outside. If you worked outside, you ain't going to be rich, you're going to be some like peasant worker person. And that's why they always used to have them like umbrella things to stop, like the parasol things, to stop themselves getting like the tan, because that was like scummy. Whereas now, oh, if you don't have a tan, what are you doing? Oh, you look stupid, which is ridiculous. I don't think many boys go, she's quite fit but she's not quite tanned enough. Don't think that really happens. I don't think they actually give a shit. There are obviously going to be people that will always think that you're beautiful, and there are always going to be people that will always think you're a bit ugly. But you just kind of got to accept it, because perception is just perception. There are people that you don't think are attractive, but other people might find them really attractive. Not everybody in the world fancies Johnny Depp. Some people might think he's ugly, whereas, you know, he's beautiful. But that's just the way it is. Like, that's like biological caveman shit. You just can't help what you find attractive and what you don't find attractive. But you can't go attacking the way people look. With regards to like people liking you, being attracted to you, if they're not attracted to you because they don't think you're attractive enough, then okay, there's nothing you can really do about it. There has to be some sort of attraction, physical attraction, for anything, you know, for it to work. You can't force somebody to be physically attracted to somebody. It's just, you know, biology. There'll be someone out there who will think you're beautiful and funny and everything. Concentrate on being funny and intelligent, and stop worrying about having a thigh gap. The people that we think are really beautiful probably have things they hate about themselves. Even if you did look like them, you'd probably always find something to not like about the way you look, because that's just the way we're kind of programmed to hate ourselves. If someone does say like, oh, I think I look great, then you kind of go, bit cocky, I don't know. Why is that wrong to be confident in yourself? That should be good. That should be like, yeah, well done, you are. You look great. The reason that we care so much about what people think of us is because we care so much about what other people look like. You'll just be like watching TV and someone will come up and you sort of might just passing comment say something kind of mean about their appearance. So you'll be like, oh my god, look at their nose. We just say all these things about thinking about it because if we see somebody on TV or in a magazine, we think it doesn't matter if we say something bad about their appearance because we don't know them, we're probably never going to meet them. It has an impact because you're putting your opinion out there, and everybody does this. I do it. We just get used to judging people by the way they look, and then we're surprised when people judge us on the way we look. I think the worst thing is that we don't even notice that we do these things. We don't even notice that we're thinking in our heads like, oh my god, she looks awful. It's a vicious circle. The longer we keep attacking the way other people look, the longer people are going to keep attacking the way we look. So like maybe next time you go to say something horrible about the way somebody looks, why not look for a compliment? Instead of saying that they've got a hideous nose, they've actually got really nice eyes, because you probably feel better, and in the long run it'll come round to you and someone might say you've got nice eyes instead of saying you look like shit.